If Blender is throwing the no space left on device error, don't worry because in most cases this is not a Blender bug. It usually means your main drive, often the C drive on Windows, is running out of room for temporary files, cache files, simulation data, or autosaves. And if you've ever tried rendering a big project, baking physics, or saving a lot of backups, you know how quickly Blender can eat through storage. In this video, I'll show you the quickest fixes to get Blender working again, clear up hidden temporary files, and make sure your render output is going to the right place. If this tutorial helps, please hit the like button and subscribe for more Blender tips and troubleshooting guides. Let's start with the fastest fix, clearing your temp folder. On Windows, press Windows plus R to open the Run dialog, then type %temp% and press Enter. This opens the folder where a lot of temporary files are stored, including crash logs, autosaves, and other leftovers that can build up over time. Now, before deleting anything, make sure Blender is closed. That's important because Blender may still be using some of those files. Once it's closed, select the files inside the temp folder and delete them. If Windows says some files can't be removed because they're in use, skip those and remove the rest. Even clearing a portion of this folder can free up a massive amount of space. Next, empty your recycle bin as well. A lot of people forget this step, but deleted files still take up storage until the bin is emptied. If your drive is already close to full, this one step alone might give Blender enough breathing room to render again. Now let's fix the output location, because this is one of the most common causes of the error. In Blender, go to the Output Properties tab. Look for the output path and check where your renders are being saved. If it's pointing to a drive that's full or to a temporary folder on your system drive, Blender may fail as soon as it tries to write the render result. A lot of users don't realize that default paths can sometimes point to system locations like /tmp, which are stored on your main drive. If that drive is nearly full, Blender will hit the no space left on device error, even if you have free space on another drive. So change the output path to a folder on a drive that has plenty of room. For example, create a render folder on your D drive or another large storage drive, then point Blender to that folder instead. If you're working on simulations, baked physics, particles, or fluid effects, you should also check your cache settings. Those can generate enormous temporary files very quickly. Go through your simulation cache paths and make sure they're not being written to the same full drive. If possible, move them to a larger drive with plenty of free space. Another useful tip is to check Blender's autosave and backup behavior. Blender can create multiple backup files, and over time, those can take up more space than you expect, especially on long projects. If you keep older project versions, archive them to another drive instead of leaving everything on your main system disk. If the problem still continues, open File Explorer and check how much free space is left on your main drive. As a general rule, rendering and simulation work need more free space than basic desktop tasks. So if your drive is nearly full, even after clearing the temp folder, you may need to move large videos, image sequences, downloads, or project files off the drive entirely. Once you've cleared space and changed your output path, try your render again. In many cases, that's all it takes. Blender will be able to write its temporary data normally, and the error should disappear. So to recap, if you see the no space left on device error in Blender, first clear the temp folder, then empty the recycle bin, and then change your render output and cache locations to a drive with enough free space. These simple steps solve the problem for most users and can save you a lot of frustration. If this video helped, please like the video and subscribe for more Blender troubleshooting, beginner tutorials, and workflow tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.